50 Shades of McGee from podcast. The topic is MGK, Eminem, the back disses. Not the perspective from an American, but the perspective from an Australian who has done English, advanced English, all these sort of things, that is related to rap, that is related to expression of self, that is music, they are lyrics, that is English. So basically, MGK, I think he did the diss. I think it excelled his fame, but I think he had the potential to always be that famous and to continue that fame. I think his missus is quite attractive. I think he's going well. I've seen that song with the guitar. I think that's great. I don't think they've reached their full potential. I think they're just going to keep going up. But when he said he got all these things about Dre producing me, the reality is that if you look at a 25 plus year time frame, you got to take in consideration things like internet, but how many people use the internet? How long did they use the internet? Things like population growth, and then also things like modern technology, where there's streaming, was there the ability to like, comment, share, subscribe, was there abilities to, buy CDs and all these sort of things? Where were these stores? Where were they located? What was hot at that time? It's like Vanilla Ice, legend, who would have been, another white rapper, the gateway, the other white guys and the rest of the people who weren't, it was predominantly an American thing, but who had, some sort of self-identification of being black or African American or American African or some sort of African descent. It was theirs. Like they created it, and then other people added to it. But Eminem is deemed the best, right? And is white, and people can't handle that because it's theirs. They created it, but the reality is someone who isn't that ethnicity has excelled it and is literally the rap god. So when it comes to Eminem's diss, I don't think it was that good. I think, I get it, but I don't. I think MGK won the whole thing. I don't think the kill shot was any good. I really don't think it's good. Look, absolutely, is there probably 20 plus Eminem songs I absolutely love. I like different variations of like. I've listened to numerous times. But in saying that, I think Eminem is unique. He's a character. The difference between MGK and Eminem, let's talk 1,000 years in the future. Who's MGK? Oh, yeah. And what's still being listened to? Eminem, Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers. He is Eminem. The difference is in 1,000 years, Eminem is still going to be a big name, whilst MGK, it is seriously possible, won't be. Maybe 100, but not 1,000. No way. Then when it comes to Dr. Dre, as being mentioned, well, when it comes to NWA, I think people are very shallow and biased. The reality is you need to think in consideration, how did Dr. Dre contribute to NWA? Was it indirect? Was it direct? Did he write bits of this? Did he edit this? Did he give advice? Did he say or do things or anything that any beats that may have sparked lyrics of these other guys that had a disregard for Dr. Dre? Because I think Dr. Dre contributed more. Would NWA have been as big if it wasn't for Dr. Dre? And I think this is what people got to take into consideration. Was Dr. Dre a serious contender? Did he do more than people are selling him short for? Then when it comes to Eazy-E, look, I'm all against glorification of criminals, but Eazy-E, look, I don't even like all that sort of gangster stuff, but there's no denying, hands down, was Eazy-E a gangster, but he was a talented gangster. He was an artist, he was a musician, he had skill, he had talent. Whether he would have progressed like Ice Cube, done movies, excelled, other gigs, whatever, probably almost certainly. He did have on-camera experience. There was filming experience. He was writing, whether that led to scripts or other songs, or other. You just don't know. You can't predict the future. That makes you think about Tupac and Biggie. Imagine how many banger tracks there'd be if they were still alive today. I mean, thousands. Take into consideration, how many songs did Biggie have? How many songs did Tupac have? How many collaborations could they have done? And how old were they when they died? That's where you got to look at. This is an all aspects thing. And when I'm saying, look, Eminem is always going to be number one, whether it's how many albums are sold. We're not talking about just albums. We're talking about skill, character, integrity, fucking talent, like being different, like just having so much drive. Like he's made so many songs. He's never given up. He never will. He's always going to be an artist. He'll be on his deathbed spitting raps and he'll be in the top 120 seconds, you know what I mean? Eminem is immortal. He is the rap god. No one will ever replace him. But then when it comes to MGK, I hope the best for him. I'm sort of not a fan. I appreciate these people mentioned, yeah, but I'm not someone who's going to walk up to them and say good day. Like I'm Australian. I'm not even American. The chance of me even going to America is fuck all anyway. But I do admire these people. I hope the best for everyone. And yeah, I just think MGK should diss again, and Eminem should reassess the situation, sit on it for a bit, then blast back and do the proper diss. Anyways, 50 Shades of McGiffin, hashtag RZA.